What is up, guys? This is Justin, aka FMDigi, and I'm here with episode number 40 of Bottom to Top with Hesef Kaduqni, where I'm taking the worst club in the worst league of Aswijan football back to glory. I've actually made a decision, and this will be the final episode. I was going to come back for the Aswijan City match, but I ended up playing that offline, getting a 0-0 draw, which we'll go over. But this being the final episode, I think I'm just going to do a recap of where we were, how the season ended, and kind of just ended on a high note for you guys. So let's get into that. All right, guys, welcome back. So yeah, this is something I actually thought of as I was getting ready to record this match earlier today. I was just like, well, I'll just play the city match, come back for the city match. And then I started to think, well, what, no one really watches this. And, that's of no fault of anyone. It's not something that's interesting to people. And I get it. That's cool. I did this because I really enjoy this database by Chilled Moose. Really had fun with this. But yeah, views have dropped, and you kind of have to cut the cancer away, or cut the infection away, or cut the dead part of the body away. And unfortunately, I think this is driving things down a little bit. I've already cut down to one episode a week, which felt weird because I still wanted to show you the episodes I wanted to show you, but I just didn't want to have them be a week apart instead of days apart. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end it now because of it just feels like the right time. I never did have a set goal other than getting them back to the glory they once had. And while I didn't get exactly where I wanted, I mean, they are in Liga Regale, so that is good. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing here. But I do want to show you how the season ended up. We left off, losing to Arsenal in the quarterfinal of the Europa League, which, sucked, but it's kind of expected. We're Hesef, they're Arsenal. Followed with a 3-0 loss to Lacra on the road in Liga Regale. Took out Birch 08, or went up against them, a 2-2 draw to them. We did beat Hadria 2-1 at home. And then the city match, this is the one I was going to come back for, but just ended up playing it offline, or playing it myself. We did squeak out a 0-0 draw. Believe we had 2 offside calls against us where we lost goals because of that. I have to look at the match report. I don't know if it shows that. I don't know how it would show that. But yeah, we had 2. I want to say this was the one. We had 2 offsides, so that kind of sucked. Playing city like that, that's a tough one. But yeah, I mean, you go back and you look at the history of this club, and let's find a panel here where I can do that. Club Vision, do they not have? No, not that one. I thought there was a history. Yes, what I'm looking for is over here. So as you can see, started Liga Duke, the worst team with no money. We brought them to an 8th place finish in our first season in Liga Duke, which mind-blowingly awesome. We had no money. We had to sell our best player as soon as we walked in the door with Simone Aga. Actually had to let down in the next season, finished 13th in Liga Duke, but showed some promise in cup matches, and then won Liga Duke the next season, which was fantastic. Great job with that. And then turned around and won Liga Principale. I thought we'd be in Principale for a little bit longer than we were, but actually won that one. And then last season came in 6th in Liga Regale, which is what I wanted to do. Hoping for an improvement this season, but as you can see, we finished in 6th again. But I'm not sure why, if coefficients didn't go our way. But last season we got in the Europa League with 6th. This season we did not, so I'm guessing potentially someone stole it via winning one of the cups or something. I'm not sure how that. Yes, our spot was stolen here by Sebjabla. So that's why we didn't get any European football. Another reason why I decided not to play this next season. Again, we got sixth place thanks to that draw from City. City won the league. We got to see a nice little ticker tape celebration for them after that match on that one. But I was, we couldn't really get any worse than sixth because Meridor won. But we were, going into the match, we were projected to get fifth through seventh. So, sixth is okay. I would have liked more, but the money between sixth and seventh, I think it was $4 million. Oh, yeah, here we go. Depending on the winner of Copa Azore, which we didn't win. So, it was $4 million more. So that's definitely something I was looking for there. Club vision wise, everything they wanted us to do, we did. We had some issues early on in the series where they wanted us to play attacking and we just weren't that good. They're actually improving the training and youth facilities, which is good because they're starting to get some money. We just did get budgets in, $26 million for transfer budget. So, hopefully someone else can do well there. Or who knows, I might just play this one offline. But did want to come back to show you guys kind of all of this stuff. This is the pregame stuff. Yeah, we entered the race for qualification, didn't really get it. There we go. So the end of the season was here. Oh, I had not seen that. Interesting. Well, I'm still not going to continue. We have, I think these were weird. Record low number of wins for us, points and goals. Kind of weird. But yeah, I wanted to look at the best 11 overall. Orioles not getting himself in there. But yeah, Acevedo in goal, Mendive, Biancara, Salerno, Orioles snack backline. I mean, that's a pretty solid backline. Sigmason, Lizio in the middle, Barbier and Benita, some of the old school guys. Ibar up front, Emilius supporting him, but Ibar, he was the man. I don't think he played this last season. He did not. Doesn't really have any good coaching attributes that I could look at. So that's why I never wanted to bring him in for that. Substitutes, Laritzia, Biakapa, Arston, Colonel, Asvelius, Oldberry, Psoriasis. I mean, Psoriasis was the man that first season. I mean, he was unstoppable, but he retired at age 23. That sucks. Best 11, where are they now? Biakapa is playing at Kalitzia. I'm just freeballing kind of what I'm saying here. Mendive at Talat, Barbier. I mean, so they all stayed in the country. Just didn't really do much. End of season awards, Cueto far and above the best player. He won signing of the season. I mean, that was huge for us. $5 million. That was well spent. He did awesome. And young players signing of the season. Also him at 19. He's got a couple more years where he'll be eligible for that. And Baba with goal of the season. We'll take a look at this. Honestly, I don't know if I remember. I think it said it was earlier in the season. Yeah, see, Ashkatar is in there. So Cueto gets it out to Lorbeck out on the wing. Lorbeck looking for options to Baba out on the top of the box, just sails it past the goalie. That was a nice goal. I'll say that. I mean, maybe had better in my eyes, but that was pretty nice as well. Aritzia was a top goal scorer with 16 goals. Cueto 7-1-1, most assists as well. Best pass to completion was Acevedo. You can see, and we went up and down, but we did finish kind of on a high note after all that. Unfortunately, could not win one of these cups. Where are they now? So we had the club expectation meeting in the season team meeting. Oh, I guess I won't show you that, but yeah, we did get budgets $26.5 million, $3.25 million or $1,000 a week for that, and yeah, they're upgrading the facilities. But we look at the club, we look at the history, and see what we did. We came in, we won Principality, we won Liga Duke. Our youth teams actually did really well. I mean, under 18s, they won Division 1, or runner-up Division 1. They won Divisions 2 and 3. Under 20s won Division 3 twice. So, I mean, we had success in the lower ones, and I think that's what helped propel us to other ones. But if you go back here, 8th and then 13th, and then we just turned around. And why did we turn it around? I'll show you why. because we had good cup runs. Let's see, where are those? Popolare. We had a deep run quarterfinal that second year, which helped fund us. I mean, that we got, I think it was like about 2 million total for that. Azori, we had a deep run here. Those helped the coffers, helped get ourselves financially out of trouble. What am I looking for here? It's not that. Yeah, I mean, we can go here and see again. Where's the financial landmarks and stuff? We're going to end up facilities. Good field, which I think we had. We upgraded our data analysis up to as high as we could. But we did get, we actually have average youth recruitment and academy coaching, training facilities below average, youth facilities still below average. But I mean, that's not too bad. Still maintained the same board, aside from the takeover they had a while back. I mean, this thing always said that for some reason. I didn't notice this. I'm just favorite personnel, not icon. We don't have anyone in here. I would think iBar would be somewhere in here. That's kind of a bummer to see. Team personality determined. I like that. I like seeing that. And this is what I was looking for, landmarks. You guys are probably yelling at me. We did have a new takeover here by Bergman Bofriend in, was it now 3 seasons ago? So, was able to help us with some of the money issues there. I mean, we still have debt on the books, and we're going to have debt on the books for another 4 years. But, I mean, there's not too much issue paying that off financially this season. We did finish with a profit of almost $5 million. So, I mean, not too bad. But, as you can see this season, I don't know if we're going to ever get much bigger than those other teams in our league. I mean, we were very up and down kind of all season. Looking at Liga Regali, we have teams, let me just pick not City, but let's take... Maliki. You can look at them financially. They have a $360 million transfer budget. We have 26, I think. They have players who are just fantastic. I mean, they have Leroy Sané. I've said that wrong, but I'm not going to change it. I mean, we have some amazing players in this league. Volland, these are names that you've actually heard of. And what's cool about this database is we have a lot more international love players coming in here who want to play in Aswijan. So, you see that often. Look here at City. I mean, look at some of these names. Danilo, I know I played him at Juventus. Luis Suarez. I mean, Icardi. I mean, these names are just insane. When I played these guys, I'm like, are you kidding me? How am I doing well? We can go through this, but I mean, there were some really good teams in this league. And I think we're still several years off from getting to them. So that's why I kind of just made the decision just to end it right then and there. Looking here at, I like this, unconfirmed sacked, new Spiritu Santo he left Wolves to coach at Kalitsa United. He left Wolves to do that. Didn't do much else while he was there. But, I mean, I looked at some of the coaches. I'm like, holy cow, why are these guys? But, they are, I think Aswijan is one of the better countries in the world in this one. Yeah, they're the 5th ranked in Europe. And so, makes sense. But I think that'll end it. I did enjoy this series quite a bit and had fun playing this like I did last year when I played with this database from Chilled Moose, who does a fantastic job with this every year, or last 2 years at least that I've been around it. It's been really fun. But I've rambled here for 14 or so minutes, so thank you, Hesef. It's been fun. I may continue to play this one offline, but I appreciate you guys, and thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much. That was episode number 40 of Bottom to Top with Hesef Kaduqni. It'll be our final episode, as mentioned, but we just kind of did a little recap of the season and the series, see, kind of where things were. But I had fun. This was a fun series, and I hope you guys did too. I know it didn't really get quite the views that the other series has got on the channel, and that's kind of why I'm deciding to, get rid of it now rather than hold on to it just because I like it. It can be detrimental to the channel to have series that no one really watches, and that's fine. I get this isn't for everybody. It's a make-believe country with make-believe everything. So, but it's fun. I suggest if you want to do a challenge, grab this database from Chilled Moose and play it. It's been fun. But with that said, I will end this video, and as always, thank you guys so much, and have a great rest of your day.